I really like the way they're drafting right now. It is very respectful and also very.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Thank you. Kanjut.
We are now going into round number 2, Arakyoshi, Indonesia versus Fnatic Onyx, Philippines.
Ooh, and it looks like we've already missed a good chunk of the action, actually. We are nearly 8 minutes into the game. The kill score currently 8-6. And ooh, very close to taking out Edog there, too.
Oh, Edog, a little bit too aggression right now, but he had to pull away. But on the other side, we do see Edog trying to insert himself. That's not going to be a good overextension, but Kirk will be immediately be punished by Durin. On the side right now, we do see Kara had to pull away, but King Kong on the side will be shut down by Susujin, immediately getting 2 trades right now. And as we see it, it seems like Susujin is not done. He wants to pull another player of RRQ, but on the side of Fnatic Onyx, unfortunately, Team Fnatic Onyx, they're losing those 2 players in the process of trying to shut down Arakyoshi. It's still not enough, but covering grounds on the map wise, look at this. We got.
I do wish we got to see exactly what are the moments that led up to this situation, but looks like RQ Hoshi has been able to reclaim a gold lead, and Suchijin getting another Lord. Different compared to game number 1 because there isn't something like a Claude to deal with. I do think that RQ still has the slightly better late game because Brody doesn't skill quite as well, and with a Harith and Suyo, you actually have a lot of damage to deal with.
Agree, definitely. I mean, not only that, you got Rins using that Aurora as well. So Team RQ Hoshi, they're going out for the damage itself. Now pushing it straight to Kurt immediately. Durin trying to stop his way with the power of Wilderness, but didn't manage to do so as Kurt managed to pull away. Now the Lord will be marching into the lane to clear out the last second turret in the mid.
So far, RQ looks to be in control of this game. Fnatic Onyx, they do have tools. Valentina and Joy actually do a swap. But Susujin just finished his BOD. So being able to control the fight is very, very crucial. Briscoe going to be the only real form of setup that Fnatic Onyx can play around.
Oh, King Kong versus Susujin going in for the slash, but doesn't manage to get the knocks that is needed. But RQ Hoshi with a really good call out respawn wise, that's the reason why King Kong had to pull away before he's been ganged out. But at the same time, right here, another turret to be taken out on the second last tier. So that means it's all out to the last tier of Fnatic Onyx holding on to their turrets.
Looking at the gold leaderboard right now, Susujin right at the very top, with Skylar right behind him as well. King Kong not quite at level 15, so there is an EXP disparity. We can see that the rotations from RQ Hoshi are very, very controlled with this Matilda.
Oh, coming in straight away to try to go in for the power of Wilderness, but doesn't manage to take it out. No. Now, Durin had to pull away. So much overextension ended up having him to cause his own half line. But at the same time, right here, Zaman Force will not be able to have anyone to lock on. It's just so that to give them at least a slow down tempo coming into their own movement. But at the same time, right here, Fnatic Onyx trying to find a way if they can.
Skylar as well. This is where Harith really starts hitting like a truck and continuing to invade the jungle.
Oh, Psycho takes down Super Prince as well. Great job coming in with that hailstorm. But at the same time, right here, FNOC had to pull away.
Them 12 minutes in, Malefic Roar just completed on Susujin. And while they do have tools to maybe manage the Suyo, they're having to spend a lot of it dealing with just Dyron and Skylar, both of which
doing a really good ground. They're looking over to the side of King Kong. Edog is looking for a way, but they pull away instead to go in for that 2-way because they are going to actually prioritize on the wave as the Lord is already marching in. And seems like King Kong gets the input. He's going to actually recall back to join into the team fight. Pushing in straight away on the top right now. Hailstorm comes through, does get a hit to Kurt's side, but it's not going to be enough. The turret is coming in already. First of the trade from the mid lane is already been taken down. But on the side of Kirk, he's looking for one person to try to tag off. But it seems like RQ will deny it. But stun comes through, and it's going to be Super Fist to be able to take down Edog. First of all, overextension will be punished. But at this moment right now, we do see the side comes through from the side of RQ to be able to hold down that positioning. So much of the resources has been put out, but it's still not enough.
That Fnatic can really punish RQ for being out of position. And that was one clear example of it. But they were only able to find 2. That's not quite enough yet. They're going to see what more they can take by pushing down mid.
Oh, Turin will be picked up. Summonro, he had to pull away straight away, but at the same time, right here,
Bruh.
Fnatic Onyx will be able to take down Durin even with the Kara to be pushed out. But at the same time,
They cannot group out right outside the base because that just sets up perfectly for a Flicker final slash. Are
Okay.
Fnatic gonna use this opportunity to take as many structures as possible and look to regain control over the map so that they can more easily contest the next neutral objective?
Agree, definitely. 30 seconds on the clock. Lord will be spawned out, and it seems that they're trying to actually push this wave to the side of Team RQ Hoshi. Let's see if it's gonna be in their favor. Spotted out Kirk in the bushes. They will get the info they required. Not gonna allow any invasion or the movement of Team Fnatic Onyx.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be a big flashy play like that either. If they can continue picking off individual members of RRQ, maybe forcing out resources early, they can still take control of this game.
Oh, but they picked up, almost able to be taken out a little bit too overextension coming in from RQ, but still they managed to actually reposition themselves. But right now, Ido trying to find a way to take down Prince, but on the other side, King Kong a little bit overextension. Oh, but he managed to pull away. Even that Zaman Sabot able to take down Brusco immediately. Now they're pushing it to Kara, takes down Kara immediately by Susujin, and that's gonna be an opening. Super Prince tried to move away as quickly as possible, but will he be able to do so? So much damage been put
No.
on Team RQ because to try to hold it out. Even with the shots coming through by Scarlet, is still not gonna be in the favor, but still all by himself tried to clear out the wave coming into the mid lane. Not sure what is going on, but Kurt now will be joining into the team fight. He tried to finish off the mid lane, but the slot will be able to clear out to give the opportunity for RQ Hoshi to march on again into the baseline of Fnatic Onyx.
Kirk definitely doing God's work though. That's basically the only thing that he can try to do there, slow down the middle wave. Because if he didn't manage to follow up, and that's the major thing.
Oh, but Susujin is in a very tough situation right here, but he will be able to take down by King Kong. Now, Fnatic Onyx denied immediately two of the players of RQ Hoshi as well, taking out Reens as well. Even with the Lord itself is already marching into Fnatic Onyx, they don't have enough of resources to be put out. So here on out, seems that King Kong will try to actually go in. Nope, he doesn't actually try to go into, because that's not a really good position to
Taking over with the amount of anti-CC that she can play around.
Oh, agree, definitely. And this is a crucial point coming in from RQ Hoshi. They have to time it right, gotta be careful. And it seems that Brusco is gonna try to find a way to break into the back line of RQ Hoshi, but it's gonna be Kirk, try to initiate it, but they pull away, denying any movement coming in from Fnatic. Super Prince also just overlooking from the distance, but it's gonna be Durin who tried to go in for the initiation, but doesn't manage to do it. Even with the Hailstorm, denies any movement coming in from Fnatic. Try to get that info as much as possible, but Team Fnatic.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Thank you. Kanjut.
Provide scouting and see where RQ is. Briscoe, despite being on an Arlet, actually wants to stand back so that he can come in at the opportunistic time to get a Flicker final slash and put RQ out of position. The best case scenario, if they've already spent resources trying to dive into Fnatic Onyx.
Of the space to come through, but here on out we do see Durin going for initiation again. Everyone comes through. Brusco right on the pick, but doesn't manage to connect the dot as quickly as possible, and Fnatic Onyx pull away as quickly. And now Team RQ Hoshi, they want to get this slot immediately done.
They're gonna try and control the Lord Pit right now. Fnatic Onyx right on the edge, and the fight starts again.
The fight starts again. Kara will be picked out immediately by Durin, but at the same time that Zaman Force will deny it of the movement, but he'll be able to take down Brusco as well, pushing into King Kong. Durin going in for the power for the fight of the side of King Kong, but doesn't manage to push through. But Super Friends, bring back check out, overextension come through, but Susujin will be able to take down by King Kong. But now Team RQ, they want more. They're gonna try to push into Super Friends, going in with the Hailstorm, doesn't connect the dot. Skyler try to push away, slowing it down with the movement. Hailstorm again, and managed to take down Super Friends immediately, and now leaving two more plays to go. King Kong right in the open. They're looking for a way. Tyrion try to slow him down. Goes in for the slash. Doesn't manage to slow him down. And Team RQ Hoshi just try to do as much damage as they could, but they want to finish this off already. Kurt comes in the fight. In between, he tried to survive it up, but Riz takes him down. And now one more play to go. Goes in for the team wipe out. And this is the end as RRQ Hoshi wins the series with 2-0.
Victory!
Such a good example
KDA and 733. I mean, talking back again, right? During the early stage, and I think this could be one of the highlights that we didn't get to see because we were denied on the 7 minutes. And we see how the movement, right? They got the title first of all, and this is the fight we see. Most of the engagement was coming in from the side of Fnatic. First of all, they were able to control of the movement, even despite Kurt was taking down A-Dog, and we did saw that Fnatic on it was already leading to 8-5 for their kill points at that time. But this is where the fine line where RRQ Hoshi was able to shut down every of the movement.
Really nice movements coming in here. The moment that Briscoe was able to catch them once with that final slash, we saw that RQ took measures to make sure it never happened again. And while there were some individual mistakes, like here Sutsujin deciding to try and continue the fight to whittle down King Kong, it didn't quite work out, but the game still went very much in their control. After the next Lord fight, Onyx were not able to find the engagement that they needed, and it gave RRQ Hoshi.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Thank you. Kanjut.
Her head was down, face locked onto the phone. And I wished I'd had a number so I could be color unknown. And then I tell her to look into my eyes and never let it go.